Exploring SecurTrac, Domino Directory Monitor Overview. In the Domino Directory Monitor view of the SecurTrac configuration database, at a glance, quickly understand which Domino Directory Monitor documents have been created, identify which ones are active, along with which monitor elements have been selected. For example, Monitor Documents, Monitor Design, or Monitor ACL. On the Basics tab, Step 1. Identify the Domino Directory file name to monitor. Only one Domino directory can be specified per monitor document. Create additional monitor documents as required. Step 1A. To monitor the Domino directory, specifically when the full access administration privilege is used, select this option. If not selected, activity for all users will be monitored. In Step 2, specify whether or not this particular Domino directory monitor applies to all servers in the domain, or specify the server where the monitor should be enabled. Important note: SecurTrac must be installed and running on all specified servers. SecurTrac cannot monitor activity on a server where SecurTrac is not running. Step 3. It is recommended that a description for the monitor be specified. Specifying a description will make identifying a monitor document at a view level easier, and when viewing SecurTrac logs, it will be easy to determine which monitor triggered the logged event. In Step 4A, by default, SecurTrac will log all events regardless of monitor type into a centralized log database sctlog.nsf. If for a particular monitor, logged events should be isolated into a separate log database, SecurTrac can accommodate that requirement. In Step 4B, by default and regardless of monitor type, SecurTrac will log all events into a database on the same server where the event occurred. If there's a preference to store all logged events onto a centralized specified server, SecurTrac can also accommodate that requirement. Step 5. If multiple monitors exist that ultimately in the end will detect the same event, SecurTrac will by default log a single entry into sctlog.nsf database. This is the recommended setting. There are, however, some industries that require multiple log entries when more than one monitor detects the same event. In those cases, the multiple log entries option would be selected. If a monitor has been active, and it's later decided that the monitor has to be temporarily disabled without affecting other active monitors, select Disable this Domino Directory Monitor. Step 1 on the Monitor Document tab, identify the actions that you want to monitor. Options include logging Domino Directory document activities such as create, update, and delete. SecurTrac provides the flexibility to monitor all Domino Directory document types, or to specify that only certain document types should be monitored. Step 2. If logging events at a more granular level is required, specify a criteria to match. Leverage the intuitive formula wizard as seen to generate a formula that will be used. Alternatively, if you're comfortable writing formula language, create your own formula language statements using the formula editor. In Step 3, SecurTrac includes the ability to configure some exceptions as it relates to logging by the Domino Directory Monitor. If needed, select any of the available exceptions that meet your requirements. In Step 4, in a SecurTrac log, by default, all fields and their values will be shown in the Document Details section of a log. If it is preferred that SecurTrac log contain only the fields in a document that have been modified, select Modified Fields. If logging very specific fields is needed, whether or not they may have been modified, select Specified Fields and choose the fields that should be logged. SecurTrac also includes the ability to log internal fields such as $updated by, and more. In Step 5, with SecurTrac's real-time notification feature, which can be customized and previewed, it will alert someone immediately whenever a document-related event, as configured in the Domino Directory Monitor, has been detected. In Step 6, if needed, enable the SecurTrac bulk action detection feature. For example, to detect when a possibly disgruntled employee mass deletes Domino Directory documents after resigning from the company. With SecurTrac's real-time notification feature, which is also part of the bulk action detection functionality, it will alert someone immediately about the possibly suspicious activity so that the situation can be investigated. In Step 7, as required, select the Export Specified Field option if you want to export the document fields before and after values into special fields in the SecurTrac log document. Note that these fields are not visible in the SecurTrac log, but can be accessed through an agent, which means the values can be searched or exported for other application use. This feature applies to create, update, and delete actions. Please review the SecurTrac administration guide for complete feature information. Step 8. SecurTrac includes an advanced feature which can be automatically invoked when a Domino directory database document update or deletion has been made. This feature provides the ability to export the original database document to DXL. The exported document will be stored in the SecurTrac log. If required, the original database document can be restored to the Domino directory at the click of a button from the SecurTrac log document. If logging Domino directory document activity is not needed, select the option Disable Monitoring Document Change to prevent activity from being logged. Step 1. On the Monitor Design tab, identify which design element changes that you want to monitor. The SecurTrac Design Element Monitor will always monitor for create, update, and delete actions of design elements. Choose to monitor all design elements or be selective and choose to monitor only certain types of design elements. In Step 2, SecurTrac includes the ability to configure some exceptions as it relates to logging by the Database Design Monitor. The entry highlighted is a recommended selection, since agent data nodes are design elements created and used by agents when they run. They are normally unimportant. Select any of the other remaining desirable exceptions. In Step 3, with SecurTrac's real-time notification feature, it will alert someone immediately when a database design element change has been detected. This is an optional but recommended configuration. Step 4, if needed, enable SecurTrac's bulk action detection feature. For example, to detect when a possibly disgruntled employee mass deletes design elements from a Domino directory after having resigned from the company. With SecurTrac's real-time notification feature that can be customized and previewed, it will alert someone immediately about the possibly suspicious activity so that the situation can be investigated. In Step 5, SecurTrac includes an advanced feature which can be automatically invoked when a design element change has been made. This feature provides the ability to export the original design element to DXL. The exported design element will be stored in the SecurTrac log. If required, the original design element can be restored to the Domino directory at the click of a button from the SecurTrac log. If logging database design element changes is not needed, select the option Disable Monitoring Design Change to prevent activity from being logged. Step 1. On the Monitor ACL tab, identify your logging preferences. Current server ACL information. Select this option to view the current ACL of the database specified on the Basics tab. Show all ACL entries. Select this option if you want to show all ACL entries in the SecurTrac log. If not selected, only modified ACL entries will be shown. Step 2. If needed, select the only available exception, which is to prevent generating a log if the ACL profile is saved, but where no actual ACL changes were made. In Step 3, with SecurTrac's real-time notification feature, which can be customized and previewed, it will alert someone immediately when the Domino directory ACL has been updated. This is an optional, but yet recommended configuration. Step 4. SecurTrac includes an advanced feature which can be automatically invoked when an ACL update has been made. This feature provides the ability to export the original ACL to DXL. The exported ACL will be stored in the SecurTrac log. If required, the original ACL can be restored to the Domino directory at the click of a button from the SecurTrac log. If logging database ACL activity is not needed, select the option Disable Monitoring ACL to prevent ACL changes from being logged. Each Domino directory monitor includes the ability to schedule activity summary reports. Simply select the Report tab. Step 1 on the Report tab. Reports can be scheduled to run on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Configure the schedule to best suit your reporting requirements. In Step 2, once a report has been run, using SecurTrac's real-time notification feature, which can be customized and previewed, alert someone immediately when the summary report is available. To prevent scheduled reports from running, select Disable Sending Report. Reports can be run manually as well by clicking on the Run Report Now action button. Let's take a look at a sample Domino directory monitor log, starting with a document monitor log. When viewing a SecurTrac Domino directory document monitor log, within seconds the who, where, when, and what details, as it relates to the Domino directory document activity, can be easily understood. Without SecurTrac in place, obtaining that level of information may not be possible or would be very time-consuming to gather. The Action Details section shows important information such as 1. Who initiated the action, 2. The date and time of the action, 3. The database title and file name location, 4. The action type, 5. The form name used by the document, 6. The document ID and link to the document where the action was triggered, 7. A link to the SecurTrac monitor document that triggered the event to be logged, and 8. Whether or not the full access administration privilege was used to initiate the action. The connection details section shows such information as service name, port name, and IP address. Leveraging the IP address information is especially important in situations where perhaps someone's Notes user ID has been compromised and is being used without authorization. Using the IP address information, the computer where the activity originates from can be easily located. In the Document Details section, on the Monitor Fields tab, a list of document fields can be seen. In this case, only modified fields were logged. Highlighted in yellow is the fields that were updated, along with columns displaying both the new value and the original value of the field. We also see in this example that the Restore the Document button is available. Click the button to easily restore the updated document back to its original state in the Domino directory without having to restore from, for example, backup tape. Now let's take a look at a sample Domino directory design monitor log. In this Domino directory design monitor log, we see an example where a form design element was deleted by Billy Black from names.nsf. The Restore the Design Element button is also available. Click the button to easily restore the deleted design element back into the Domino directory without having to refresh the database design. Now let's take a look at a sample Domino directory ACL monitor log. In the ACL monitor log example, by reviewing the Action Details section, we can identify that Billy Black initiated the ACL change in the Domino directory. The IP address is also noted in the connection details. Looking at the ACL details, it can be seen that in this case an ACL entry was deleted. The specific ACL entry and its values at the time of deletion were captured. We also see that the Restore Original ACL button is also available. Click the button to easily restore the original ACL back into the database without having to restore the changes manually. We hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. To learn more about our products, please visit our website for more product information and additional tutorials. Visit us at www.extracomm.com.